Ooh. Hi. Starting a little bit closer today so I can see a little bit while we get started. I'm gonna give it one more minute and start right at noon. Hope everybody's having a good day, enjoying the sun and snow that I'm watching outside of the window right now. Okay, it's noon on my clock, so I'm gonna get started. First of all, happy Earth Day, everyone. I'm Katie, and this is Yoga Lunch Break with 171. Today will be a 45-minute flow. We'll start with some nice grounding poses, warm up the body, kind of ground into this moment, this lovely midweek, midday class. Hopefully we can kind of push aside everything we've been doing up until this moment, everything we have to do later today, be here together. We'll move into a little bit of heat generating postures and with some restorative poses and set you on your way by 12:45. And if there's anyone that does need to leave early, I will have a nice little transition at 12:30. So that's what we're going to do today. Go ahead and get started. We're going to start in a wide-legged child's pose today. So coming to the center of your mat, toes touch, knees splay wide, seat goes back to the heels, and just lay over your thighs. Forehead can be on the mat. You're also welcome to rest to one side, and if you choose this, I will give a transition so we even out the neck. So find your spot, close the eyes, resting here, feeling the tops of the feet and shins on the earth, spine heavy and relaxed over the thighs, head and arms heavy and relaxed. And just pay attention to your breath. Notice it as it comes in and out. And if you did have your cheek to one side, gently lift the head up and set it down on the opposite side. Coming back to stillness, focusing on the breath and resting here. Take 3 more deep breaths. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. One more. At the end of that last exhale, gently pushing up, keeping the eyes closed if you'd like. Coming to the front of your mat, finding a cross-legged seat. Hello again. Sitting here, rolling the shoulders up to the ears, letting them melt down the back. Inhaling, arms come up. Exhaling, hands at heart center. Continue this. Inhaling, let the gaze follow the hands. Exhaling, hands center, warming up the shoulders, the neck. Inhaling up and exhaling, center. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale this time. Chest lifts a little bit higher. Exhale, palms meet, spine rounds. Inhale, chest lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, gaze lowers, spine rounds. Just some simple, gentle movement. Waking up the upper body, giving it a little love. Doing 3 more of these together. Last one. Pausing for a moment. We'll grab the leg that's in front, could be your right or your left. Cradle it in your arms and gently rock it from side to side. You can go kind of up, down, whatever feels good in your body. Kind of lubricating the hip joint, moving from side to side. And a few more of these. And then setting that down. Grabbing the opposite leg. Same thing. And cradle it like a baby. It's the best way I can describe it. There's no right or wrong. It's just what feels good in your body right now. Back and forth. Kind of up and down. And then when you're ready, that opposite leg that we just picked up is now going to go in front, changing the cross of our legs. So from here, we'll do a few seated cat-cows. Palms are on the thighs. Inhale, chin and chest lift. Exhale, rounding the spine. Made up a word today. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. And 2 more. Inhaling, lifting. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Last exhale, rounding the spine. Coming back up. Join me on your hands and knees. Palms pressed against the mat wide, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Finding a few cat-cows here, inhaling and exhaling. And then eventually, finding stillness. We'll inhale the right leg up, keeping the knee bent. Do some circles with the knee and the hip. Maybe find about 5 in one direction. And when you get there, rotate in the opposite direction. Finding 5 circles. Lower that knee down, finding this on the opposite leg. Left knee comes up, keeping it bent, circling the hip, drawing circles with the knee. Finding 5 in one direction. And when you get there, go opposite way. Coming back to hands and knees. We'll extend the right leg out. You know what? I'm going to take my socks off. We're about to move a little. Extend that right leg out. Oop. Right leg comes out. Hands are pressing out of the ground. Arms are strong, shoulders strong, core is strong, leg is strong. When you feel balanced, left arm comes out in front of you, feeling this long line of energy from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curling it all forward. Inhale, extend. And exhale, curl. Continuing this motion. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curling it all together. Find 3 more. Last one. One more extension and setting it all down. Finding your stable base again. Hands pushing out against the ground. Left leg comes back. Strong, steady, engaging the core, feeling strong and grounded. When you're ready, feeling balanced, that right arm comes out. Inhale, it extends, and exhale brings it all forward. Inhale, extend. Exhaling, curling in. Extending, curling, inhaling, exhaling, finding 3 more. Last one. Curling in. We extend and set the hands and knees down. Pausing here. A few cat-cows. Noticing if this cat-cow feels any different than the ones we just did. And finding a neutral spine. We'll inhale, extend the right leg out. Exhale it forward. Plant the feet between the hands. Hands come to meet the hips. Pausing here. When you're feeling stable, we'll inhale the arms up. Hips shift a little bit forward just to get a stretch on that left thigh. So inhale, stretch. Exhale, cactus arms back to that neutral position. It's just a very gradual movement. Inhaling, hips are moving forward, and exhaling back to neutral. So again, inhaling, arms up. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhaling, arms up, hips shift. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhaling up. Exhaling back. Finding 5 more on your own. Whenever you get to the end of the fifth, hands at hips, pausing for a moment, setting the hands down. Right knee goes back to meet the left, finding a neutral spine. Let's do one cat-cow together. Coming back to neutral. Left leg extends out, coming forward, feet plants between the hands, feeling a stable base. Hands meet at the hips, coming up, left knee over left ankle, hips are square, and we'll find this on this side. So again, inhaling, hips shift forward, exhaling, cactus arms, coming back. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling, stretch, reach. Exhaling, open, back. Inhale and exhale, finding 5 more on your own. Again, when you get to the end of the fifth, pausing with the hands on the hips, coming down, all fours. Let's do one more cat-cow together. Inhaling, exhaling. We'll come back to a neutral spine. Tuck the toes, shift the hips back, and find your downward dog. So staying here, pedaling the feet, thinking about rotating those arms, the creases of the arms towards the front of the room. Micro bend in the arms can be helpful so we're not hyperextending. Ears short away from the shoulders, bending the knees, stretching back, lifting the hips. Any movement that feels good for you, your body, in this pose. Perhaps even closing the eyes for a moment and checking in. Eventually finding stillness. Breathing, breathing, breathing. We'll inhale the right leg up. Exhale, kick that leg open. Think about the knee going towards the ceiling, kicking that opposite butt cheek, just opening up the right side of the body and opening up that hip a little more. Coming back, setting the right leg down. We'll do that on the opposite side. Left leg comes up, kicking it open. Feeling a great stretch on the left side of the body. Coming back to neutral hips, setting the leg down. Right leg lifts again. Coming forward with control. Setting that right foot down in between the hands. Bending the right knee. Slowly coming up. Hands on the hips to a high lunge. So just like before, we want to focus on feeling grounded in this pose. Right knee is over right ankle. Hips are squared forward. Feeling steady here. We'll inhale, arms lift, leg straightens. Exhale, bending the knee, cactus arms. So inhaling, straighten. Arms come up, and exhaling, bend elbows and knee. Finding 5 more of these on your own. I'm on 3. Finding your 5 rounds, eventually finding stillness in a high lunge. Hands meet at the hips, feeling strong. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands plant by that right foot, right leg goes back, downward dog. Stretching this out. Noticing any difference from side to side. Eventually finding stillness and inhaling that left leg up. Exhale, hand comes between, plants right in between the hands. Feeling strong, legs engaged. When you're ready, slowly coming up, hands to hips, left knee over left ankle. You might notice a difference from side to side, just in everything. I do. Okay, so we're here, we're strong, we're balanced. We'll inhale, arms come up, leg straightens, and exhale, leg bends, arms bend. Inhale, up, arms up, leg straightens. Exhale, knee bends, arm bends. 5 more on your own. Getting to that 5th round in your own time, finding stillness in this lunge. Hands find the hips. When you're ready, arms up, overhead. Hands come in front of the foot. Exhaling back to downward dog. Pausing here. Finding stillness, closing the eyes, and just noticing how your body feels. And then eventually flutter the eyes open, bend the knees, look forward to the top of your mat, walk the feet to meet the hands, and let's find a nice deep forward fold. Folding over the thighs, hugging the legs, letting the arms dangle, closing the eyes. Opening the eyes if they were closed. We'll inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold just a little bit more forward. Inhale, coming up. Reaching the arms up overhead. Hello, sitting. Exhaling, hands at heart. Closing the eyes, pausing in mountain pose. Feeling strong and grounded. Open the eyes, and on an inhale, arms will come up overhead. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back through plank pose. Lowering down, elbows hugging the ribs. Once we're done, we'll inhale to cobra. And exhale, push it all back, and meeting downward dog. Staying here for 3 rounds of breath. And at the end of that third exhale, bending the knees, looking to the front of your mat and stepping forward. Finding another deep forward fold. We'll inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold just a little bit deeper. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart. This time going to right back into an inhale. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank, lowering down all the way to the ground. Inhaling to a cobra pose. Exhaling, pushing back through that plank. Finding your downward dog. Staying here for 3 breaths. The end of that third breath, right leg lifts, right knee bends, comes forward. Coming up, we'll find a warrior 2. So, right knee is bent, tracing over the right ankle. Left leg is parallel, toes cocked in just a little bit to the back of the mat. Hands come up, out, gazing over those fingertips, feeling strong. We'll inhale, straightening the leg, arms come up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straightening, arms up. Exhale, bend. Finding 5 more of these. Inhale and exhale. Pausing in warrior 2 on your last round. Take a breath in to prepare and exhale, hands come down. Step back to downward dog. Taking 3 deep breaths in this downward dog. And left leg lifts, knee comes forward, plants in between the hands. Finding warrior 2 on the opposite side. Knee bends, traces over ankle. Hands come out. Ooh. Gazing over those fingertips. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale to bend. Inhale up. Exhaling, bending. 5 more. Pausing in warrior 2 when you get to your 5th round. Taking a few breaths. And when you're ready, take an inhale to prepare. And exhale, hands go down. Leg goes back to meet the other. Finding a nice deep downward dog. Stretching the back, the arms, the legs. Stay here for a few more breaths as long as you'd like. And eventually, bending the knees, coming forward, finding a forward fold. And when you're ready, coming up, joining me front and center. And just a brief check-in. It's 12:30, so if you do need to skedaddle, go for it. For the rest of you, hello again. Hi. So front of the mat, middle of the mat. Legs come out a little wider than hip distance, pointing the toes to 10 and 2. Inhaling, arms coming up. Exhaling, sitting down into a squat. Now you're going to find your edge. It could be down here, could be here, could be somewhere in between. Finding where your body wants to go. Staying there for 5 deep breaths, closing the eyes. And when you get to the end, gently pushing up through strong legs, coming to a standing pose. We'll do a few balanced postures. So we'll start with shifting our weight into our right leg. Left knee comes up. Grab a hold of it with both hands. Shoulders roll down the back. Feeling strong in the grounded leg. And when you're ready, if you want to move on, this could be enough. I know my leg's wobbly. Opening that left knee out to the left. Staying here. Again, grounding, strong in that standing leg. If you want a little bit more, right arm comes out, chest lifts, strong grounded leg, gazing, gazing, gazing towards that extended arm. And slowly, whoop, or not slowly, coming back to center, hugging the knee, setting it down, wiggling the legs, the hips, the arms, getting ready for that on the next side. So, weight shifts into the left leg. Right knee comes up, hugging it into the chest, feeling the shoulders roll down the back, heart lifts. This could be enough. If not, leg opens, staying here, finding your balance in each transition. If you're feeling super steady, that left arm extends and gaze towards the left hand. Bring that all back together, hugging the knee, setting it down, wiggling it out. Do one more series. So starting again, weight transfers into that right leg. Left knee comes up. I'm going to turn so you can see this better. So left knee comes up just like before. Drop the knee down to face the ground, grabbing a hold of the outside of the left foot. You can grab from the inside, which is going to be more of a shoulder and chest opener. I like the outside. It's just how I'm feeling today. So, grounding through the right standing leg, left knee is bent, holding on with that left hand. Right arm comes up, and all we're going to do is tilt forward. Nothing changes, but we're tilting forward from our hips, finding an edge. If you're feeling super strong, super grounded, kicking that left leg into the hand and extending. And coming out slowly, slowly, slowly. Left leg drops. Shaking it out. Finding a moment of stillness. Noticing the difference from side to side. And finding this on the opposite side. So weight shifts to the left leg. Right knee comes up. Feeling balanced. When you're feeling strong in that grounded leg, right knee comes down, grabbing the right foot. Again, always checking in with each transition, making sure you're feeling strong and grounded before moving on. And when you are ready, left arm comes up and simply hinging forward at the hips, finding your edge. If you want to move on, kicking that right foot out into the hand. Slowly coming out of this. Setting the right leg down. Shaking it out. Coming back to center. You're already at center. We'll find another squat. So legs just wider than hip distance, toes at 10 and 2. Inhaling, the arms come up. Exhaling, tracing the midline. Going down, 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 all the way down. Hug the knees into the chest. Rolling around a little bit on the sacrum. Legs will come out wide. We'll bend the right leg in to meet the left leg, just anywhere in between the groin and the knee. Shift the hips over so that they're in line with that extended leg. From this position, feeling grounded in the sits bones, we'll inhale the arms up, fold over the extended leg. Staying here. Breathing, thinking about extending the spine on an inhale and folding just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit more forward on the exhale. And 3 more deep breaths here. And slowly walking out of this pose, pausing with a straight spine. We'll find this on the opposite side. So your bent leg extends and your extended leg bends. Again, lifting and adjusting the hips so they're in line with the straight leg. Reaching up through a straight spine. Inhaling, arms come up, long and tall. Exhaling, folding over the extended leg. Staying here. Thinking about that inhale, extending the spine forward, and the exhale, lowering the knee to nose just a tiny, 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 tiny bit more. And 3 more deep breaths here. Slowly coming out. Pause with this straight spine. Legs come out directly in front of you. You can, I always learn this. I don't have much of a booty, but take the flesh from your thighs so you can really focus on grounding through your sits bones. Feet are flexed, legs are strong, spine is straight. Inhaling, arms up, and exhaling, forward fold. Closing the eyes. Same as before, thinking about the inhale, allowing your spine to lengthen, and the exhale, folding you just a tiny bit more forward. Three more deep breaths here. Slowly walking up. We'll bend the knees, feet on the ground. Shimmy on over to our mat. In the center of our mat, hug the knees into the chest, lowering down. Doing some lovely circles on that low back, massaging the sacrum, just gently holding the knees and the hand, going one direction. And then pausing, going in the opposite direction. And when you're feeling balanced, give yourself a nice big hug. And exhaling, letting it all go. Finding your Shavasana. Legs relax. Arms relax. Palms face the ceiling. Close the eyes. Let the body be heavy. And just relax. Start to bring some gentle movement back into the body. Wiggling the fingers and toes, rolling out the wrists, ankles, maybe moving the Head from side to side, slowly in your time, waking the body back up, gently rolling over to your right side, pausing, perhaps making a little pillow under your right temple. Coming up, finding a seat. And shutting the shoulders up to the ears, melting them down your back. Let's do this 2 more times. And inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, hands meet at heart space. Closing the eyes. Checking in with yourself. And thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. And thus concludes your yoga, making up words today. Yoga lunch break. I hope everyone is having a great week, and I will be here, same time, same space next Wednesday. Have a great day, guys.